It's the e-commerce minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The e-commerce minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. This episode of the e-commerce minute is brought to you by SendPro Online by Pitney Bowes. SendPro Online is online software that helps save you time and money no matter what you send. Letters, packages, overnights, or flats. And you'll always pay the right amount. SendPro Online comes with a free 10-pound scale that weighs and calculates the rates for you. Plus, you can compare options between USPS, UPS, and FedEx right at your fingertips. And remember, folks, January 27th, 2019, that's coming up. USPS postal rates are going up. But just by using SendPro Online, you get discounts of up to 40% off of USPS priority mail shipping and 5 cents off of every letter you send. SendPro Online is only $14.99 a month, and e-commerce minute listeners can get a free 30-day trial when you visit pb.com/minute. It's e-commerce minute episode 385.
In today's episode, let Weebly fix your bad product photo.
Anyone running an e-commerce store will tell you that product photography is crucial in convincing customers to put products in the cart. And according to a study by web platform Weebly, 75% of shoppers say that product photography is very important while shopping online. The struggle for small to mid-sized e-commerce stores is having the resources to set up and photograph their merchandise. This involves costly equipment and gear, dedicated space, and the time to shoot their merchandise. Weebly and Square are here to help. They've launched Weebly Photo Studio online. The service lets you send products to Weebly to have the items professionally photographed. The service costs only $75 per item. Weebly provides you with 3 photos with your choice of format and background color. Just mail the products to the Weebly studio in New York, and they do the rest. They'll even ship the product back to you at no additional cost. And the service is not limited to Weebly customers. Any seller in the U.S. can use the service. You can find Weebly Photo Studio at weebly.com/photo-studio. I like these little services that they have for smaller sellers.
I do too.
We don't talk enough about resources for smaller sellers, so that's why I picked this story. Because, and I know from experience, everyone thinks you just throw the thing on the table and you take a picture of it. Yeah, if only if it were that so easy.
Well, yes and no. I mean, yes, and you know, it probably will take you some time to learn with, you know, a box and stuff like that, but it's doable to learn it. You know, how much product are you going to send to them? And, you know, with sending and then $75 a pop, adds up somewhere too, right?
It does. Well, okay. So it's going to add up somewhere, but I always look at it and say, what is your time worth? And I think, listen, this isn't going to be for every kind of seller. If a guy's selling, you know, engines or, you know, commercial refrigeration items, obviously they're not going to send that to Weebly, but someone who runs a decently profitable jewelry store or, you know, smaller items that you can just stick in a box and send. Because I think it all comes down to what is your time worth. And especially if you're not doing lifestyle photography, that's a whole different thing. If you like, for instance, if you're running a t-shirt business and you want to show people wearing your t-shirts and you have them in the park and they're on a skateboard or they're in a, you know, they're doing stuff, that's a whole different style of photography. This is just down and dirty product photography. And I think it fills a gap. And again, it's not for everybody. And no, it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
It's not. But they give you 3 photos per product. It does take 14 days. So that kind of caught me off guard there, that it takes 14 days. And I get why it does, probably because just on volume, and they can't, you know, maybe they'll get it to you in 2 days. But if they're dealing with volume, then, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, that's just being smart from the company perspective. You
sure.
Can't go, oh, we'll have it for you in 2 days. It's like,
As reported in April 2018 in episode 214, Square bought Weebly for $365 million in stock and cash. Square is as we've done a bunch of podcasts, you can just look them up, about the moves that Square has made for small to mid-sized businesses with their payment processing and their terminals that they do. Square was also named Yahoo's Finance Company of the Year for 2018. So Square making a lot of moves for smaller businesses. And Weebly, I've always turned a skeptical eye towards these web builders, these web platforms. Mm-hmm. I personally use Squarespace for some personal stuff, but these other Wix and Weebly, I always thought that they generated garbage code, but apparently they've come a long way and they integrate a lot of e-commerce features. and apparently it's pretty good. It's pretty good now, especially, I mean, I see a lot of people promoting Wix. I don't know so much about Weebly, but these two seem to go head to head. Wix seems to lead with, because there's more themes available and there's slightly more features, but again, it's for a certain kind of person, certain kind of business.
Well, I mean, it is for second business, but it's also for us too, there, John. Our site is kind of built on one of these at the moment. I mean,
At the moment, right?
we're building it fully charged, but it was useful when we, we're doing basically building our production side and servicing customers when you and I needed to just kind of get stuff going on us online for ourselves.
Yeah, Bart's referring to the platform we were currently using called Strikingly, which kind of fits into, it's not really like a WordPress kind of thing. It's some drag and drop functionality, but it's very templated, and it really helped us in a pinch. And I think that's what we're trying to say is it will help you bridge from coding straight HTML. What's the next step to the next step, which is full WordPress customization or any other type of platform. Now, if you're going to do any kind of robust selling, you'd probably want to go to Shopify, Magento, et cetera, which is a whole other episode.
Maybe.
Maybe, depending on your needs. We're going to follow up on a story we did, episode 384, which actually came out yesterday. This came out after press time. We did a story on Entropy, who does the fingerprinting technology to identify counterfeits. There was a press release the other day. Entropy has announced that shopgoodwill.com will be implementing its artificial intelligence-based solution to verify luxury and designer items sold through the site. So that's pretty cool. Entropy is getting some good press there. Sure. All right, very good. Bart, you want to tell us about our sponsor for today?
Sure. Our latest sponsor, SendPro Online by Pitney Bowes. SendPro Online is online software that helps you save time and money no matter what you send. Letters, packages, overnights, flats. And you always pay the right amount. It comes with free 10-pound scale that weighs and calculates rates for you. Plus, you can compare options between USPS, UPS, and FedEx right at your fingertips.
What about this postal increase?
It's happening.
When?
January 27th. I mean, I know. But using SendPro Online, you can actually get discounts of 40% off of USPS priority mail shipping and 5 cents off of every letter you send. That SendPro Online is only $14.99 a month, and listeners can get a free 30-day trial when you visit pb.com/minute. That's pb.com/minute.
pb.com/minute. And that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.